Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to show y'all how I put Jeep JK wheels on my XJ. This will be the same for any Jeep with a 5x4.5 bolt pattern. So let's get right into it. Now I ordered these adapters here. I ordered another set which is in there in the living room like I talked about. But I ordered this set here because those are the wrong ones. They sent me spacers. But I ordered these adapters here. They are, see if I can get this where I can see it. These are 5x4.5 to 5.5 inch and a quarter, I believe they are, adapters. Forged, you know, they're not no cheap like eBay crap. These are actually good adapters. Now I will put a picture of the Jeep up here on the screen. Okay, so there's actually the UPS guy right there, leaving with the old adapters, or the old what was supposed to be adapters that they sent me spacers. And I might put in a little bit of footage of that whole mess at the beginning of this video. I don't know. But anyways, back to these. I want to show you all the difference here. If you line up the hole here that bolts to the Jeep, line it up kind of decent, you can see here the difference. See how that right there overlaps? It overlaps every stud right there. You can see right there, there's a little bit of lug stud right there. So just that little bit of difference to run Jeep JK wheels on an XJ. I'm going to open up this other package, or this other box that they sent me that came with these, and see what all we got. Okay, set that out of the way, and set this out of the way. And then we have here the other two adapters. For a second. Okay, this is exactly how they send you right here. The two adapters with a piece of foam in the middle. This is how I ordered them. Now I will link these on the Amazon link down below. Like I said, these aren't cheap made, you know, like eBay crap spacers that everybody buys and their wheel flies off. You know, I looked at all the reviews on these and make sure they were like actually good adapters. Now again, like I said in my last video, what you'll do when you have the Jeep. Now I will show y'all all this here later in the video, but you'll take these lug nuts that they send you, these 5 here, and you'll use these to hold this adapter on the Jeep. Do that, torque it down, I think it's like 100 foot-pounds. And then use your factory Jeep lug nuts to hold the wheel to the adapter right here. And I'm going to torque those to about 120. So, yeah, guys. Now this is Monday for me. Like I said in the last video, I'm actually about to go pick up the Jeep. And then, like I said, I'm going to pull it all apart, pull it back apart when we get home. Because I need to get some more lug nuts, factory lug nuts. Because I know one of the wheels only has 2 lug nuts, so I need to get that addressed. Also, I did get, so let's see, right now I have the adapters, I have wheels and tires, I have a lift, I have a winch, I have a some metal to build a winch bumper. Ordering head gaskets tomorrow and new head studs, and through Advanced Auto Parts here in, well, actually in Conway. But I'm hoping, let's see, today is Monday the 14th, so I'm hoping to have this Jeep running and driving, mind you, running and driving by the end of this month. So I got about 2 weeks, give or take a little bit, you know, 2 weeks and some change, whatnot. But I want to have that Jeep running and driving by the end of this month so I can start on the white truck. So I'm going to get these situated, and then here in a little bit at noon or 1 o'clock, something like that, we're going to go try to go get the Jeep. Like I said, I already have the wheels and tires, all that stuff loaded up. So I guess I will see y'all, well, now for y'all. It'll be in a couple days for me, but I will see y'all then, guys. Okay, guys, so it is Tuesday morning, and look what we got here in the shop. The Jeep is here. We pulled it in here last night. The door catches the fender like I talked about. Like that. This is all down and all that crap, but we'll fix all of this stuff. The story behind all the dash and stuff being taken apart is the guy that had this, his wife was a mail carrier, so they converted it to be dual drive for his wife. So that's the story behind that. And here's all the parts back here. Now the hatch actually does work, so that is kind of nice. But as you can see here, amongst all the grass, we have all the parts for it and the grill. So everything should be here to put it back together. Also, there's a Jeep JK seat that the guy threw in with it. So might try to do something of that or sell it, or I don't know. But I'm ready to get started on this thing. I think they messed up when they bought these new shocks. These new shocks, I think they're dampeners instead of shocks, because you drop it, I mean, picking it up, it won't hold itself, right? But if you let it go, it doesn't just slam down. It kind of slows itself. But anyway, in today's video, like I talked about yesterday, I'm going to show y'all how I put JK wheels on my XJ. So I'm going to get right into it, and I will see y'all here in just a second. Okay, so once you get the Jeep, your Jeep, if you're doing this, once you get it in the shop, if you're on some kind of a solid surface, go ahead and jack it up. Don't do what I did, please. I jacked mine up on the leaf spring because I wanted to push it over this way some. If you can see, it was straight with the door, and I pushed it over a little bit. You can see from where my foot is to there. Try to get some more room to work on this side, because up there we got the welder. But jack it up and secure it with a jack stand, and then your lug nuts, your factory lug nuts, are 19s or a 3/4. Either one works. Pull those off, and then take your wheel off. So, and this is what your factory lug nuts will look like. Acorn lug nuts, closed end. Put those aside where you don't lose them, and then you can pull your factory wheel and tire off. Like so. And now the adapters. Actually, 1 second, I'm gonna grab something. I'm gonna get down here where y'all can see it. Okay, so what I end up doing is I'm actually sitting on the JK wheel, and then take your jack stand, put it under the axle, slowly ease the jack down, and put tension on the jack stand. That's what it's for. And then you can take your, well, actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this off and do it over again for you guys. Okay, so I pulled the adapter off to make it kind of like what you guys would do. So what you want to do is you want to take your adapter here and probably want to take a wire brush or something, kind of knock the rust off. But take your adapter, line it up best you can, stick it on there, and it shouldn't move because of the hub ring. Right, you got the hub ring in there. And then you want to take your lug nuts that came on your adapters right here, and you want to use these to hold them onto the Jeep. Start all these hand tight. Don't put them in the impact and just hammer them down. You'll end up cross-threading them, and it's going to suck to get them off, and it's just a pain. So start all of them by hand, a couple threads, and then you can come back with your impact or your ratchet or whatever you got and go from there. But start all of these hand tight. They might be kind of tricky because you don't have much room, but that's all you need. Just kind of hand tighten them. And then what you want to do is you want to go back and torque them down after you tighten them. What you can do is you can have a buddy hold the brake, or if you're like me, when you're working by yourself, what you can do is you can set the e-brake in the Jeep or whatever you got that you're putting these on, putting spacers on or whatnot. Set the e-brake. You know, I'm not going to tighten these, so I'm going to take them right back off to do my lift. But just take them, your impact, or whatever you got. It goes real slow. And use your impact to snug them down. Now, I will say this. I recommend that you get longer studs or use Loctite or something. Because if you look here, this is the one that I just tightened up. I think this impact will do like 40 or 50 foot-pounds. It gets them pretty tight, but not near tight enough, you know, as a torque spec. But you can see it's only got half of the nut in threads. You know, some people are okay with that. I'm not okay with that. So what I'm probably going to do is I'm probably going to buy longer studs, longer wheel studs, pull the axles out, and press new studs in. Also, if you have one of these XJs, these are inch and a quarter thick. You do not have to trim your wheel studs. So, that is not something that you have to worry about, because again, as you can see, I mean, real short studs. But trimming your studs is something that you don't have to worry about. So, there's that. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish tightening all of these up. Like I said, I'm not going to torque them. I'm just going to snug them down with this, because this is going to come right back off here in a little bit, because I'm going to try to clean up some of this stuff under here, and also do the lift with the shackle back there and all that stuff. So, and then what you're going to do is you're going to take your new Jeep JK wheel and you're going to put it on, tighten them all down to 100 foot-pounds is what I generally do. But you can do factory spec. I'm not sure what it is, but I do 100 pounds on the white truck out there, so that's not no big deal. So tighten all them down to tighten these down to Jeep spec right here, and then tighten these down to spec of the company where you bought your adapters. Another thing that you want to do is when you're torquing your studs, you want to go cross. So here, 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 and here, and then go back around and check all of them. just to make sure all of them's tight and you're all good with that, because you don't want your wheel coming off. I've done it, it ain't that fun. So I'm gonna get this tire thrown back on here, and I will see you guys here in just a second. Okay guys, so now that what you want to do, you jack it up, get the jack stand under it like I got here. Now what you want to do is you want to take, I use WD-40, you can use PB Blaster, whatever. I like to use PB Blaster, but I don't have any, so this here will work. But you want to take it and go over everything, like this sway bar. In link right here. I'm going to take the sway bar off, so I don't need that. So kind of go over everything, get going. Don't be worried about making a mess, because you're going to make a mess. It don't matter what you do. Come up in here and probably go up under here and do your shackle bolts. And this exhaust, I'm probably going to cut this exhaust like here or something, I don't know. But go around and pull all the wheels off a couple hours in advance at least. This one's kind of rusty because it's been sitting, but it's not nothing horrible. But spray everything down, especially these shock bolts up here and up here, because on the top, on these XJs, they thread into the unibody, so you want to you really want to try to get those to where they don't break. So go ahead and give those a good spraying. I'm not replacing shocks, but this is something that I want to do because I'm going to replace these shocks eventually. So get all that done and do the same thing up front. I'll show y'all what all you need to do up front, and I'll see you guys here in just a second. Okay guys, so now that you got all your lug nuts back on, I took this one off because I'm going to take it up here and see if I can find some more, because the other side is missing all of the 5 lug nuts. So I'm going to go up here at AutoZone, see if I can find some more lug nuts for that side. But I'm going to take one of these and see if I can match it. That way they all match, you know, all look like they're supposed to be there. Torque them down, set it down on the ground. I still got it jacked up here, so I can, because I'm going to take all this back apart like I said, and repeat this process up on the front, and you should be good to go. Now one thing that I found to do, especially with the heavier wheels and tires like this, is get your feet under the corners and use your feet to lift up and place the wheel on the studs. I learned that when I had the 20x12s, I think I learned that when I had the 20x10s, and I use that with 20x12s and the 37s that I had on the white truck. Works real good, you know, you don't scratch up your wheel or whatnot. So, but after you do that, set it down on the ground, torque everything, drive it like 10 miles or so, retorque all of them, and then they recommend on these spacers after the first 50 miles, pull the wheels back off and retorque the spacers back here, the adapters, retorque those, and then they say every 1,000 to 3,000 miles, but I normally did every oil change. So there you go guys. This is how you can put Jeep JK wheels on your Jeep XJ or anything with a 5x4.5 bolt pattern. So thanks for watching guys. Hope you all enjoyed today's video. If you did, please leave a like and comment down below. I'll put some pictures of this at the end of this video, that way you can see it. I can't really get a good picture in here, but I took some last night, of course. But if you like today's video, please leave a like and comment down below. Hit that subscribe button and the little bell icon, that way you get notified when I post a video. Thanks for watching guys. I hope y'all have a great day.